Hi guys, welcome to my channel The Extroverted Cook. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. So today we are going to make a very tasty and crunchy veggie burger. It's a very simple recipe, please keep on watching. I was a little bit skeptical before making this video because well, it's a veggie burger, but it turned out really well, so please give it a try you guys and let me know in the comments below. Next, we'll heat some olive oil in a pan, and to that we'll add 8 to 10 cloves of very finely chopped garlic. So once our garlic cloves start simmering in the hot oil, we'll go ahead and add our vegetables of choice. Now I have added some green beans and carrots. You can go ahead and add any vegetables that you might have in your house at that point. Now we'll let this cook for a while. Make sure you're cooking this on medium to high flame. Carrots and green beans take a little bit of time to cook, so a little bit of patience here you guys. While these vegetables are cooking, please let me know in the comment section below if there are any recipes that you would like to see from me, and I'll try my best to make those for my next video. Keep watching. Now, as I said, we can add any vegetables like cabbage, radish, beets. We'll just have to make sure that whichever vegetables we are adding are really thinly sliced and not in huge amounts. Also, really recommend adding carrot because it gives a sweet taste to our vegetable mash. Once these are cooked, I'll add some pre-boiled green peas to the mix. We'll saute this for a while and add around 1 cup of mashed potato. Remember, my mashed potatoes are completely unseasoned at this point. Now for the basic burgers, unseasoned mashed potatoes taste just fine. But if you want to go ahead and elevate the taste, we can add a little bit of chipotle sauce or cheese spread. Sweet time to mix the vegetables with the mashed potato like I took mine. Once that's done, add around half a tablespoon of jeera or cumin powder, half a tablespoon of dhania or coriander powder, a pinch of garam masala, some red chilli powder, and half a tablespoon of black pepper powder. Add salt as required. Now make sure you mix all these masalas really well with your mashed potato veggie mixture. It will take some time as the mixture is a little bit of sticky at this point, but this is a really good arm workout guys, as you can already see. I did get a little bit of impatient at this point, but guys, please don't give up. This hard work is going to be worth it. Now here we can also add some other seasonings like dried oregano or dried parsley, but I didn't have any, so I had to skip it. Now for a very desi twist, we can also add kasuri methi instead of oregano or parsley. Let me know if you like this combo. Now we will need to make some breadcrumbs so that we can coat our veggie patty well so that it becomes all crunchy. We'll need 2 bread slices for this and we'll toast them so that it becomes really crunchy. Make sure you do this on a medium to high flame as well. Next, we'll tear the bread into small pieces and add them to a mixing jar along with 1 tablespoon of maida or flour and a little bit of salt. Now we blend this mixture to form breadcrumbs. Now to our mashed potato mixture, we'll add around half tablespoon of chaat masala, the juice of half a lemon and finely chopped coriander leaves. Also grated some Amul mozzarella cheese on top just to make this mixture a little bit more cheesy. You can totally skip this process, or if you want you can add more cheese than I added. It's just on you. It won't affect the taste that much. And again, mix this really well. Now guys, I know that this recipe requires a lot of mixing and it can get really tiresome. Even though this recipe has no meat in it, it tastes really amazing. So please give it a try and let me know in the comment section below how you guys liked it. Once everything is mixed really well, we'll set this mixture aside and let it cool for a while. Next, we'll need to make a slurry to dip our veg patty into. For that, I am using only flour and water. If you want your patty to be more crunchy, you can go ahead and add a little bit of cornflour to the mixture as well. Make sure that your slurry is of the same consistency as shown in the video. Next, we'll go ahead and try to form a patty-like shape with our mashed potato mixture. I have added a small cube of cheese in between my patty to give it again a more cheesy feeling, but you can totally go ahead and skip this if you don't want so much cheese in your patty. We will put some flour slurry on top of our patty. Make sure to coat our patty with the slurry on both sides really well. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and add our breadcrumbs on both sides as well. Now this is a really messy process, so make sure you use a lot of spoons and keep on washing your hands in between. Make sure to shake off the excess breadcrumbs from our patty like I'm doing here in this video at this point. Next step is just to deep fry our patty. So we will take some white oil or sunflower oil in a deep kadhai. People who do not have a kadhai like this, they can go ahead and use any dip bottomed pan for deep frying the patty. Now once the oil is hot, we'll go ahead and put our patty into the oil very gently. Make sure that the oil isn't too hot because then it will burn our patty. We'll need to cook our patty for around a minute on both sides. The outside of our patty changes color, it's nearly done. Very important to make sure that our patty is of the right thickness, because if it's too thin, it will fall apart when we try to turn it or while we are placing it in the oil. If it's too thick, it won't be cooked through, so the right width of the patty is really important. Please make sure to not cook the patty for more than 1.5 minutes on each side, because in such hot oil it tends to get overcooked very easily. We will next go ahead and fry some onion rings in the same oil that we used to fry the patty in. Once our onion turn a little bit brownish, we'll turn off our stove. I didn't have any iceberg lettuce available near me, so I went ahead and fried 2 simple blanched lettuce leaves on a hot tawa in olive oil for a few seconds. We'll cut a whole onion into rings for this. We'll be using some of it for frying and the rest of it we'll be using raw. Now that all our components are ready, we can go ahead with the plating. On top of our first burger bun, we'll add 1 lettuce leaf, some cooked and some raw onion rings, 1 tomato slice. Now we'll go ahead and add some tandoori mayonnaise on top of our tomato. We'll place our cheesy and crunchy vegetable patty on top and press it down a little bit. On top of that, we'll add again some cooked and some raw onion rings, 1 tomato slice, some tandoori mayo and red chili sauce, and finish it off by adding 1 more lettuce leaf. And lastly, place the second burger bun on top. There you go, your cheesy, crunchy veggie burger ready to enjoy. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this recipe.